Paranoid. I'm going to make that a new word. That's going to be my verb for paranoia. I am paranoid. No, I paranoid about privacy from the government.
Okay.
What do the U.S., the U.K., China, Russia, Malaysia all have in common? Well, according to a survey released just before the new year, they are, quote, endemic surveillance societies, as Chris would spell it, endemic, with inadequate protections afforded to individual privacy. So the question is, well, obviously Big Brother is watching, so is Little Brother, by the way, and if so, to what end is Big Brother watching? So to explain this is Chris Karagusoff, partner at
Dorsey and Whitney?
Yeah, I was going to say it.
All right.
You got it out
I
there
appreciate
for me.
it. Thank you. Yeah, well, look, there's a survey came out right before the end of the year, so I'm not sure that it caught a lot of people's attention. But the survey by a group called Privacy International, which is a UK human rights-based organization, takes a look at all different kind of criteria. There are about 14 criteria it looked at, too numerous to mention, but you have a whole...
The upshot is that the U.S. and everybody is paranoid about terrorists and immigrants and anybody that they have not already got fingerprint data on, genome data on. I mean, what is the government trying to do? Where is the fine line that we stop? We already got Social Security cards and Social Security numbers and driver's license. When does the privacy stop and we actually start having some freedoms?
Well, the survey is actually very interesting because what it does is it lumps lots of different countries together, and you would be surprised at some of the results. For example, the U.S. is lumped with all of those countries when it comes to protections afforded to privacy, and you'd be surprised to learn that countries like Greece and Romania and Canada are right at the top of the list when it comes to privacy.
Then the governments there are better at keeping the things private.
The criteria that they look at include things like statutory and constitutional enforcement of privacy protections. They take a look at what kind of surveillance systems we use. Do they use biometrics? Do they use fingerprinting? Do they have national identity cards? The whole gamut of stuff. And I think that the upshot of a survey like this is I think it gets people talking. And really that's the important thing, to get people talking about privacy and how far we're willing to go to protect it, and also sort of what is the tension between privacy and security. And I think for a lot of people, they sort of engage in this false debate where they say to themselves, well, we can either have privacy or security, we can't have both.
Right.
But the fact is that even if we had not been confronted with the terrorist threat with which we are now confronted, we would still be needing to address these privacy issues.
As long as we are socialists, where we are taxing people based on income, you've got to put together Social Security numbers, and so you've got to continue to monitor everybody in the country. Chris, I got to wrap us off there. Did we teach everybody that everything they needed to know about privacy in the government in the last 2.5 minutes?
We could have done it in 30 seconds.
I know, you nailed that, man. Thanks, Chris. Guys, when I come back, I've got some Ruidoso-ins in the house, some workers who work for my father. They'll tell us all kinds of things. That's the mixer.
A little dirt on Cody?
No. No dirt.
All right.